Hey everyone, it's Gina at Eyelash Pro Company, and I wanted to give you a little demonstration of how I go about making my fans with my easy fanning lashes. I have some here on the back of my hand, but I wanted to let you see the difference between these four different kind of tweezers. Okay, this is my Easy Pro Company tweezers, and I really love these, but I want to just do a quick demonstration and let you see that you can use just about any type of tweezers depending on which ones you're in love with. I know, like, I have my Dumonts down here. I'm going to demonstrate that in just a moment, and I thought I'd never use anything else, but things change, so we have to adapt. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to grab, well, first of all, let me show you too. I always like to take a spoolie and brush through the lashes, no matter what kind you're using. It's just a good idea to do that. Okay, so I've done that. Now we're going to come in and grab a section of lashes, pull forward. I'm going to lay it down on my strip, and I'm going to take the tips of my tweezers and just press lightly. You can, if you've gotten too many, you can separate these. You can pull one off. Get that out of the way. You can pull them back up and set them back down. And you can lightly take the tips of your tweezers and work through your extensions to get your fan the way you want it to look. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to put it here, place it down there. Okay, so let's try that one more time. I'm going to get rid of one of these little jobbers that I don't want here on the outside. Okay, so I'm going to get my chunk of lashes. I'm going to pull forward. I'm going to lay it back down on the strip. I see I have a rogue lash here, so I don't really like that one, that group, so I'm going to pull that off and start over. So I'm going to grab some lashes, get a good grip, pull forward. I'm going to set them down on the sticky strip. I'm going to lightly touch and fan the lashes out. So I have a pretty decent little fan there, but it's too many extensions for most of my clients anyway. So I'm going to take and I'm going to come in and I'm going to split it in half. And if I need to, I can set it back down. I can rework the fan to get it the way I want it. And then I'm going to pick it up. I'm working at a little bit of an angle here for the camera, sorry. So I've got my little fan. It's a 5D fan. I'm going to go and put it on my client. Okay, so let's try the Boot. These are professional lash tweezers. I'm not really sure if that's the company I got them from. Honestly, I don't remember. Let's see. Let's get these off. So we want to come in. These are a little bit more difficult to work with, I have found, for these type of lashes. They don't have as pointy of a base, but I can still use them. I'm going to come in at a little bit of an angle. And I'm just going to spread those lashes out. It's not, you can see it's not quite as easy to do with a more of a blunt type. I'm going to see if I can work these out. There we go, that's a little better. So I'm going to come in and split it once again. Got a little bit more than half. So it's a little bit more challenging to work with this type of like a true boot style tweezer, but it's still possible. Okay, so there's a little 3D band that fell apart. Let's try one more time. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to separate a little chunk to pull off. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to try to spread out those lashes. That worked pretty good on that one. Can you see? Okay, so I'm going to come in, grab from behind, pulls up slowly, and there's my little fan. That worked pretty good. Okay, let's try the ever popular Dumonts. Like I said, these were my favorites for a long time, so I'm going to come in, and these still work really well. I'm going to come in, pull off a section, lay it down, and lightly touch to spread them apart. Grab, I'm going to put them back down again because my angle wasn't so great. So I'm pressing down a little, I'm separating with the very tip, and that works really nicely. There's my little lash, my fan. I'm going to set that down. Let's try that again. Come in. That's a pretty nice little fan there that I haven't really had to work too hard at. So I'm going to press down, separate my lashes. If I want a nice wide fan, I can do so with these tweezers. I'm going to come in, pull up, and I have a pretty nice wide fan with a small base. Okay, let's try these. I really like this style of tweezer too. This is Lashbox LA, and I love this because it's a little bit easier to grab a hold of. That's going to be my next project on my tweezers. I'm going to try to source that where it has a little bit of a grip, easier grip. So I'm going to grab a chunk, pull forward, and I actually have a pretty nice little fan there without really doing anything. But I will put them down if I want to make any adjustments, and I'm going to separate them. So I have a nice pretty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 fan. I'm going to come pick it up, and there's my fan. So this is a little bit more angled than mine. Then I had the box tweezers. Let's put these back down, show you again. These are a little bit fine on the tips for me, just for my liking. I'll show you again. I have a little bit more material, if you will, in the heads of these tweezers, so I have a little bit more room here to work with than these, but they still, the Lashbox LA ones are really, really good still. I like those a lot, but I like to have a little bit more room to work with mine, so that's a big chunk, so obviously we wouldn't ever use that on a client. So what I will do is come in and I will fan them out with the tip of my tweezer, and I'll come in. I can even get like 3 fans out of this one. So there's one, and I will come back in and I'll grab another section, and there I have a 5D fan. So I come in, there's my 5D, and now I'll come back, and this one is probably a 6D fan. Yep. So I come back, and now I have a 6D fan. So basically I've made, by pulling that big chunk, I have made 3 fans just without really having to do extra work. So there's my 3 fans. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys that little bit of a rundown on the various types of tweezers that you can work with when working with my easy fanning lashes. I literally, y'all, I love this so much. It's my day off, but I love this. I could do this all day long. There's a pretty gorgeous wide fan with my easy fanning lashes. There we go, and let's say I want to make it even wider. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have an 8D fan here that is just, it's beautiful, isn't it? Look how pretty that is. So you would use that on someone who has nice, long, healthy, strong lashes. Okay, so there's some of the lashes there that I've put down on my sticky strip. You can use those later, by the way, if you put it down when you're practicing. So keep that in mind too. Okay guys, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, just let me know.